The Young and the Restless spoilers next week full, July 20 to 242026. Welcome back to the channel, besties. Today is an absolutely gorgeous day to dive into the absolute madness of our favorite town. So grab your iced coffees, buckle up, and let's get right into the drama. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now because I am literally shaking, and we need to talk about this now. I am literally filming this while I'm running errands, walking through the aisles of the grocery store looking like a complete maniac because I just had to jump on here and vent. The sheer cinematic mayhem that is currently going down in Genoa City is straight up breaking my brain. I am physically vibrating from the absolute audacity of these people. Like, I am personally offended and simultaneously totally living for the absolute dumpster fire that is currently unfolding. We are not just watching a show, okay? We are invested. These people are basically our real-life neighbors at this point, and I am spiraling over their deeply unhinged life choices. Send help. My soul has actually left my body because the tea today is so hot it is genuinely scorching my hands. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step because my brain is just buffering from the chaos. Let's talk about Devin Hamilton winners because, bestie, be for real right now. This man is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. Devin is having a full-blown, straight-up psychological breakdown, and I am watching this through my fingers like it's a high-octane psychological horror masterpiece. Lily Winters and Nate Hastings are literally pacing the floors, sweating, and genuinely terrified for him. And honestly, same. Devin is packing so much unresolved rage right now that he is basically a walking, talking, ticking time bomb. And why is he losing his absolute mind? Because he just found out the exact release date for Mariah Copeland from her mental health facility. Did I say that yet? Ugh. My brain is mush. Moving on. But yes, Mariah is getting out, and Devin is basically feral. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but we genuinely need to unpack the Mariah of it all. I was mid-skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug when I realized how deep Devin's trauma actually goes. Like, yes, Devin is acting totally unhinged right now, but let's flash back to the absolute mess we were in when Mariah literally kidnapped baby Dominic. She straight up stole a whole baby during her psychological break. That is astronomical stakes. Devin has every single right to be absolutely livid. You don't just forgive someone for snatching your child, even if they were going through a mental health crisis. But Devin's inability to process this trauma is turning him into a villain in his own story. He is lashing out, having these massive, erratic outbursts, and Lily and Nate are just standing there like, sir, please take a breath. And don't even get me started on the vibes in that Chancellor Winters office right now. The tension is so thick, you could cut it with a chainsaw. Honestly, veering off into a completely random tangent for a second, did anyone else notice the weird lighting in Devin's office during that scene? It was giving major interrogation room at 3 a.m. energy, like the set designer knew Devin's psyche was crumbling and decided to make the lighting as harsh and unforgiving as his soul. Okay, wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Devin is spiraling, and I am manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update when he inevitably runs into Mariah on the streets of GC. Can you even imagine the confrontation? I will literally hyperventilate. But wait, we cannot even breathe before we pivot to the absolute toxicity that is Victor and Nikki Newman. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room when I saw what these two are doing. Besties, Victor and Nikki have agreed to start over and call a truce, which is honestly so unhinged I cannot even process it. Let's look at the facts. Victor has been treating Nikki like absolute garbage. He kicked her out of the house. He has been a complete monster to her, and now that she's had emergency brain surgery, suddenly he wants to play the devoted, doting husband? I am straight up gagging at the manipulation. It's giving major, I am the villain, but I bought you flowers, so it's fine. And the absolute tragedy of Nikki's medical situation is genuinely making me tear up in the middle of the produce aisle. They finally took her bandages off after the surgery. We were all holding our breath, waiting for the dramatic reveal. And her vision hasn't returned. She is still blind. The heartbreak is so real, you guys. Nikki is sitting there, utterly devastated, vulnerable, and terrified for her future, and Victor is hovering over her like a dark cloud. Nate is so moved by her devastation that he's literally trying to return to being a surgeon just to fix her. That is how dire the situation is. But Victor? Oh, Victor is just using this to tighten his grip. Wait, I have to scream about the hospital visit because this is where my grip on reality officially slipped. Nikki, in all her blind recovering glory, actually went to the hospital to visit Jack Abbott. Jack, who is currently fighting for his life and dealing with the absolute psychotic madness of Patty Williams. Nikki went to check on him, and Victor found out and literally threw a massive tantrum. He called her visit a betrayal. A betrayal. I am screaming into a pillow right now. Nikki is checking on her lifelong friend who has been terrorized, and Victor's fragile ego can't handle it. He was so harsh and bitter towards her, but now, suddenly, because the bandages are off and she's still blind, they are going to start over? Bestie, be for real. This truce is held together by scotch tape and lies. Victor saying I'm sorry is about as likely as me giving up my iced coffee addiction. This whole starting over nonsense is basically just them agreeing to be polite in front of Victoria and Nick so the kids don't completely lose their minds. I'm calling it right now. The villain arc is about to go nuclear. Victor is secretly looting her estate and moving her shares while she is drugged and blind, which is honestly so unhinged I can't even wrap my head around the legalities of it, and he's playing the supportive husband. I am so unwell. I am physically clutching my chest because the gravity of Victor's manipulation is just too much for my fragile nervous system to handle. Okay, deep breaths, because we have to talk about the Las Vegas adjacent drama that has followed us back home. Stop what you are doing. Matt Clark. Yes, Matt. I tortured Nick Newman and ruined everyone's lives, Clark. He is claiming he has severe amnesia and is a completely changed man. Genuinely, if you believe that, I have a bridge to sell you. Matt is making these deeply disturbing moves around town, and he is specifically getting under the skin of Noah Newman and Sienna Bacall. And I am entirely here for Noah's unhinged, protective boyfriend era. Noah is not buying Matt's amnesia act for a single second. Noah is looking at Matt like he is the actual devil incarnate, and honestly, valid. Noah remembers everything Matt did to his family, to his dad, to Sharon. So when Matt starts making these weird, unsettling moves that involve Sienna, Noah's protective instincts just snap. Noah is a literal ticking time bomb right now. He is ready to throw hands. He is ready to risk it all. If Matt makes one wrong move, whether it's intentional or just a fake amnesia, oopsie, Noah is going to absolutely explode on him. And the tension is so thick you could choke on it. But here is where the tea gets incredibly messy. And don't even get me started on the vibes between Noah and Sienna right now. Sienna is acting completely indifferent to Matt. Matt is walking around claiming he's a new man, and Sienna is just giving him the blankest, most unbothered stares. But we know Sienna. We know she has this weird, dark, violently loyal streak lurking under the surface. So Noah is hyperventilating, trying to protect her, ready to pick a physical fight with Matt at the drop of a hat, and Sienna might actually be super annoyed by Noah's white knight routine. Like, imagine Noah storming into the shadow room. Oh my gosh. Tangent. The decor in the shadow room replica is genuinely so stunning, but the background ambient noise they use in those club scenes sounds exactly like a broken air conditioner, and I cannot unhear it anyway. Imagine Noah storming in, ready to fight Matt to defend Sienna's honor, and Sienna just looking at him like, "Did I ask you to do that?" Noah is basically looking for a reason to go to war, and if he triggers a massive brawl in the middle of Genoa City, Sienna is going to be so mad. The miscommunication trope is hitting hard, and I am straight up suffering. I am literally pacing right now, just thinking about all of this. Devon is about to snap because Mariah is breathing free air. Victor is playing a sick, twisted game of house with a blind Nikki while secretly being the most toxic man on the planet. And Noah is about to catch an assault charge because Matt Clark is breathing in Sienna's general direction. I cannot even handle the sheer volume of drama. It is 3 a.m. in my soul. I am tear-streaked, my brain is buffering, and I am officially making this entire fictional universe my whole personality. Manifesting that nobody actually dies this week, but honestly, with the way Matt Clark is smirking and Devon is raging, I am preparing for absolute cinematic casualties. Stay tuned, besties, because I will definitely be back when my soul re-enters my body.